All right. So, guys, let's begin. So, last lecture we had discussed about static and non-static. I hope all of you have done the revision of it. Notes has been prepared, and every day, whatever I teach, ensure the notes writing is done the same way. Is this clear? Right. So, let's continue from here further. Now, I'm going to talk about the types of variables that we have it in Java. Okay, so again, this is an important concept where we will learn types of variables, but before that, methods, a small introduction. I'm not covering methods now, I'll teach you methods later. But let's understand what methods are and how do we create it. So, firstly, you will all practice in online IDE only. Do not use any IDs for now. Okay. So I did not share any notes. Whatever my notes are, that's on GitHub. That notes, if you're referring, then in that line number 238 to 267, again, could not fully understand them. Okay, let's see that. Now, firstly, observe here. Focus on today's class, Mithun. At the end, we'll see what your doubts are. So I'm going to build here public void and test. Public void and test. Now forget about what is this void, what is this public. Just understand this is a method and there is no static keyword applied on it. Have I applied static keyword? No. Now, yes. If I remove this, non-static, which means the method is non-static. Non-static means belongs to, very good. It belongs to object. Now I'll write something in it. SYSO, let's write here 100. Now observe, when I run this program, will the test method run? See this? Is it printing something? Just see, I'm clicking on it. Is it printing something? No, it's not printing anything. Yes or no? If I now run this particular program, is it printing something? Observe, it's not printing anything. Reason being, the methods that we develop other than main will not run until and unless you call them. You have to call a method, and if you don't call a method, it will not run. The only method that runs on its own and runs first is main method. So main method will run automatically, it will run first, okay, and it runs on its own. We need not call. Suppose if I write this line here, SYSO 200. Where is 200 now printing in? Say I'm running it. Is 200 printed? I need not call that. But this one, is it printing? Can you see that? So this method will not run until and unless you call that. Now how do I call? So firstly observe the method is non-static. So I'm going to write here A1 is equal to new A. Since it is non-static, I'm creating object. After creating object, now I'm calling this method. Got it? Now run and see. Is it calling that method? From line number 5, I'm calling line number 7. I'm calling this method from line 5 to line 7 and the method runs. Now comment this, observe. After commenting it, observe what's happening now. Right? Observe now, after commenting this, is this running? Is this running? Not running. It's not executing. Yes or no? Is it executing, guys? It's not executing. Correct? Let's uncomment. Is it executing? Yes. So what did you understand by this? The method that we develop, if you don't call that method, it will not run, it will not execute. Did you understand this point? Now delete this part. Let's make it static. Static belongs to, very good. Should I create an object? Static belongs to what? Class. Should I create an object? Should I create an object? Now let me run. Will this execute? No. If you want to run this method, call with the class name. Why class name? Static. Did you all understand this part? Online students, offline students, did you all get this part? Basic part did you understand now? That whenever you are developing a method, do not forget to call that. Whenever you are developing a method, do not forget to call that. Okay? If you don't call, it will not run. Okay. Now let's continue from here further. Now this basics are sufficient on methods to understand now variables in Java. Okay. So the first variable in Java is called as local variable. Second variable we will learn is static variables. Third, we will look at instance or non-static variable. And fourth one, we will look at, basically, we will look at what? We will look at reference variable. Reference variable. Tell me how many types of variables are there? 4 types. Read that loudly. Right? Everybody got this part now? Now we will start our journey with local variables. Now what are these local variables, you know? Local variables are like that local language. Right? For example, in Karnataka, what is the local language? Kannada. You can speak in Kannada in Karnataka. Can you speak in Kannada outside Karnataka? No. What is the local language in Maharashtra? Marathi. You can speak Marathi in Maharashtra. Can you speak in Karnataka? No. Can you speak in Kannada in Maharashtra? No. Every state, they have a local language, a regional language, restricted to work within a boundary. There is a boundary given that this language will work only within this boundary. For example, Tamil Nadu, what is the language? Tamil, right? Same way, Andhra Pradesh, Telugu, correct? They are all local language. But when we talk about English, global. Suppose you want to interact with some other person, then English will become a common medium. Correct. Now I'm taking class in English, everybody is understanding. If I take class in Kannada, huh? No. If I take classes in Hindi, no. Everybody cannot understand, yes or no? But English, everybody can. So when I say local, it has a restricted boundary. That's what's called as local. Restricted boundary, local. What do you mean by that now? Let's explore this more in depth manner. We will now look at local variables in detailed manner. Observe. I have a class A, right? And now in this, I will build main method, public static void main. Okay? Public static void main. Now, very important thing, guys. Whenever you create a local variable, you cannot create here. You cannot create here. It can be created only inside a method. So the position is very important. Firstly, understand local variables cannot be created outside method. Local variables cannot be created outside method inside class. Local variables are created within a method. Local variables are created within a method. Local variables are created what? Within a method. Did you understand this now? Yes. Now observe here. Observe here. I will delete this. I will delete this. If I create a variable here, what kind of variable is this? Non-static. What is the color of the variable you see here? Blue color. Now select, drag and drop. What is the color of variable now? Brown. Color of the variable is now what? This becomes local. If you're creating variable within a method local, meaning this variable I cannot use outside method. Let's try using outside method. Public void test. How many methods are there? How many methods are there? 1, 2. These are like 2 pages inside your book. Class is a book, it has 2 pages. Which is the first page? Main. Always first page of your book here is main. Got it? Now, where have I created variable? Inside which method is it created? Tell me. Main method. Do you all agree with that? Okay. Now, I will print variable x here. You need not use object's address and class name. Local variables are accessed directly with a variable name like this. Is there any error you see in the program? No. Let me run. Is it printing 100? I've created in main. I'm using it in main. No problem. Let me use this outside main. What do you see? So what do you understand by that? What is the boundary of using variable x? The boundary is inside main. You cannot use this local variable outside the main method. Are you understanding now? If you're trying to use this outside the main method, then this variable is not accessible. Do you see here now? Error. I'm not able to use variable outside the method where it is created. Is this clear? Everyone? Everyone clear? Tell me why there is an error here. You cannot create, you cannot use outside the method where you created. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Now tell me, where am I creating variable? Inside test. So this is created in test. So can I use this in test method? Yes. Created and usage. Same method. No problem. But now let me use outside test method. What do you see? What do you understand? Local variable should be used only inside the method it has been created. Local variable should be used only within the method it has been what? Created. Local variable should be used only within the method it is been what? Created. Are you understanding? समझा नहीं समझा? Everyone clear with this part? Tell me why error? I'm using outside the method it got created. I created here. You're using outside. Error. But here do you see error? No. Why no error? Because you're created and using inside same method. When is the error? When you're going outside the method and using. Outside is this. Is this clear? Correct, Pooja. It means created and using both will be in same method. Okay, let's proceed further. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If I run this program, will this method run? Huh? Can you tell me why no? We are not calling this method. Let us run and see. Which means you've started understanding programs slowly. Run and see. No. Not printing anything. Because I'm not calling it. Firstly, analyze what method it is, static or non-static. Okay. How did you decide it is non-static? Static keyword is missing. So, if it is non-static to call, what is mandatory? Very good. I'm creating object to call test method. I'm creating object to call test method. What is it now printing? Did you understand now? Everyone clear with this part? Let's go back to our notes. Let's go back to our notes here. And we are now going to look at variables. Right? Variables. We'll just give the heading local variables. Okay. Now observe. What is the first point given here? There's a typo here, spelling mistake. It's okay. While typing, I missed that. Local variable should be created inside methods. We should use local variable within created method only. Without initializing, this point I've not discussed. These two things I've discussed. Is this clear? Okay. Come back here again now. Come back here again. Now observe. I'm creating variable. I'm storing what value in it? 10. And I'm printing x. Is there any error? No. What is stored in x? 10. Or I can say x is initialized with 10. I can say x is initialized with 10. Now remove initialization. What do you see? What do you understand by this now? I'll initialize with 0. I'll initialize this with 0. Is there any error? No. Remove the initialization. What do you see? Error. Store value. Error gone. Remove value. What do you understand by this? What do you understand by this? Huh? What do you understand by this? You understand by this is basically, you understand by this is local variable without initializing you cannot use. I did not initialize and I'm using at line 6. What am I getting here? And moment I initialize, what happened? Error gone. Remove initialization. What is there? Now read all 3 points. And then we will look at all the programs slowly here in the notes. Look at it. Any points that you're not clear about here, you can ask me. Okay? We should use local variable within the created method only. Next. Without initializing, if you are using local variable, then you will get an error. Is this clear? Yes. Observe. Is my first program correct? Huh? Is my first program correct? Yes. Where is this variable created? Where am I using? It is also initialized. Output 10. Is this clear? Look at the second program. Can you tell me why there is an error? Where have I created variable? I am using in main. Correct. But when I use x outside main, what am I getting? Analyze this program. No. Default initialization is not applicable in local variable. You have to initialize. That's what I meant. Default initialization is not for int. It is static and non-static. If your variable is static and non-static, default value gets stored. For local, it will not happen like that. Can you tell me where is it created? Huh? Where am I using? Inside main. This line, is it inside main? So what is it giving? Error. Did you understand? Observe. Where is a local variable created? Test. Where am I using? Test. So creating using same method. Any problem here? Is there any problem here? No problem. Very good. What is the output? 10. Are you all able to follow me? Yes? Okay. Now tell me why there is an error here. Analyze. Where is a variable created? Test. This using in test. This is correct. But this is the line accessing variable x outside test method. What am I getting? Did you all understand this now? Yes, clearly. Okay. Can you now tell me why there is an error in this program? X is. So you have to initialize then only use. That is a rule with local variable. Otherwise you will get error. Am I getting an error? Yes. Is this part clear all of you? Okay. Now guys, we'll look at static variables. We have already discussed a lot about static variables. But however, there are some more important points I will discuss today. static variables. Firstly, tell me, where do we create static variables? What is the position? Outside, method inside class using static keyword. Point number one, I'd already discussed this earlier. Yes or no? Yeah? Okay. If I don't initialize static variable, what will happen? Default value will get stored. What is the default value for int? Huh? Don't listen to others and give answer. Okay? You have to use your head. Somebody said 0, then you tell 0. I don't want that. You have to understand and answer. Got it? If I don't initialize this, what is the default value? 0. Okay? Now, nobody will answer. You will answer. Okay? If I make it float, what is the default value? Very good. 0 0.0. Is this clear? Right? This is the default value. Now, what is the difference between local and static? Static has global access. Example, I will build here public void and test. This variable x, I will use it here. Am I getting any error? Same variable x, I will use it in test. Any error? Which means static variable can be accessed anywhere in the program. Do you see any error? Yes or no? Okay. Now, okay. So, understand here now. Understand here now. Okay. Test method will it run? Analyze carefully and tell. If I run the program, will test method run? Yes, you answer. Nobody will answer. You answer. Not you. Behind you. Will the test method run? Will the test method run? You have to stay focused. Yes or no? Right? I will definitely ask you questions in the class. Will the test method run? Yes, sir. It will run. Look at that. I'm not calling that at all. It is printing 0 for main. Where is it printing this? If I now remove this for more better clarity, is my test method running? If it was running, it would print 0. Have I called this method? Without calling, how will it run? What kind of method is this? What kind of method is this? 1 minute, wait. You answer. How did you know it is non-static? Very good. Sit down. There is no static keyword. Right? Can you please tell me? Okay, how do I call this now? Because it is non-static. What should I do? Huh? We'll create an object. Right. Where will you create an object? Inside main method. Why did you decide to create inside main method? Why did you decide to create inside main method? Because main method runs first. When main method will run, automatically object will get created. That is the first method that is going to run. Is this clear, everyone? Yes. Yes. So I will create object. A1 is equal to new A1 dot test. Now observe. Is it calling? Huh? Did you all get this example? Yes. Now see. I will also print here capital A dot X. Observe. What is it printing? What is it printing? 0 and 0. Correct, no? This is also printing 0. This is also printing 0. Everyone clear with this? Yes? Okay. Now I will make this method static. Now, will this method run? Huh? No. Why it will not run? You answer. No, not you. You answer. Why it will not run? This method will run or not? Why it will not run? We are not calling it. Very good. Now suppose if I don't call you, will you come? To a function, if I don't call you, will you come? Without calling, will you come to function? Think about it. आपको बुला ही नहीं गया function में, आप आ जाओगे? It's not Three Idiots movie, right? No. So my question is, if I don't call you, will you come to function? राइट? अगर आपको नहीं बुलाया गया फंक्शन में जाओगे? नहीं जाओगे, तो बुलाना जरूरी है ना? Yes or no? Same way, you're developing a method. If you don't call, will the method run? I'm not calling it. Now, how do I call? You answer. What kind of method is that? देखो, projector देखो. What kind of method is that? Line number 8. What kind of method is that? Static method. How do you call a static method? Answer help नहीं करना है. How will you call? दो चीजें भाई, सिंपल. अगर static है, class, call it with class name. Non-static, create object. This is static. So you have to call with class name only, since it is static. Got it? If it is non-static, see error. If it is non-static, then you have to call creating object. Two things. What is so difficult? Yes or no? If I make it static, then don't call with this. See, there is warning. Call with class name. Did you understand? Yes. Did you understand? Clear? You have to stay focused. If you're not focused, I'll keep asking you questions in the class. Are you understanding, everyone? If you're not focused, then there will be problem understanding things further. Okay, everybody can understand. The only thing is you don't want to try to understand, because that scary thing has been fit in your mind. I'm dull, I'm weak, I cannot learn. Firstly, come out of that. Just keep listening what I'm telling. Okay, is this clear? Yes. Any doubts, any questions, queries do you have? Please tell me. Okay. Now we are going to now continue further. So now let's say I'm creating another variable here. Okay, I'll ask a question now. Firstly, right, one person, I'll ask this question now. You will answer. Here, first bench. No, here. You will answer. What kind of variable is this? What kind of variable is that? Static. Be confident in your answer. What kind of variable is this? Non-static. This is non-static. Non-static कहां declare करते? Don't answer. Non-static कहां declare करते? Where do you declare non-static? Outside method, inside class. Is this outside method? ये method है. Is it outside method? If I'm declaring here, this is non-static. Where have I created? This is non-static. Where have I created? Where have I created? Inside method. If it is created inside method, what variable is that? Yes, what's your name? Abhishek, listen carefully now. Again, I'm asking a question. I'm taking this variable, moving outside method. What variable will it become? अरे भाई, मेथड के बाहर डिक्लेयर किया तो कौन सा वेरिएबल हो जाएगा? स्टैटिक, नॉन स्टैटिक? अगर मेथड के बाहर, क्लास के अंदर, नॉन स्टैटिक. मैंने कहां लिखा है वो? मेथड के बाहर है कि अंदर है? देखो कहां पे लिखा है, ऑब्जर्व करो कहां लिखा है. मेथड के बाहर है. मेथड के बाहर क्या होता है? नॉन स्टैटिक होता है. अब मैं कहां मूव कर रहा हूं इसको? Where have I moved that variable inside what now? Where have I moved in? Inside method, local. समझे क्या? Focused रहना है. Job ऐसे ही नहीं लगेगी. Okay, if you want job, you have to stay focused. I'll keep asking questions. Is this clear? Now, can you tell me, if it is local variable, Abhishek, if it is local variable, where have I created in main? Can I use local variable in test? Can I use this variable y in test? Can I use this variable y in test? No, I cannot use that. Yes or no? I cannot use that because it is local. Error. But can I use variable x in main and test? दूसरों का आंसर सुन के यस नहीं बोलना है. राइट? अगर यस है क्यों बताओ? स्टैटिक वेरिएबल कैन बी यूज्ड एवरीवेयर. व्हाई? That is what is global. The meaning of global, it means I can use anywhere. Are you understanding? I can use it here. Is it giving me any error? No. I can use it here. Is it giving any error? No. There is no error. But at this line, there is an error. Are you understanding? Yes? Everyone clear with this part now? Everyone clear with this part? Read these points now. So you have to stay focused, guys. You have to stay very highly focused. Can you please read static variable? Global access. This int x I'm using here and here. Will it work? At line 358, line 363. Will it work? Yes. Why have I created object? Did you understand? Okay. Non-static variable, instance variable. We already know that. I've already covered that now. Tell me, what is it? Non-static variable. Yes, you answer. What is non-static variable? Huh? There is no static keyword. Okay. What is the another meaning of non-static? Belongs to object. Belongs to object. बिना ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट किए एक्सेस कर सकते हो नॉन स्टैटिक? हाँ, नहीं. नॉन स्टैटिक एक्सेस करने के लिए क्या करना है? ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करना है. यू हैव टू क्रिएट एन ऑब्जेक्ट. इफ यू डोंट क्रिएट ऑब्जेक्ट, कैन आई एक्सेस नॉन स्टैटिक? नो. फॉर स्टैटिक शुड आई क्रिएट ऑब्जेक्ट? Should I create object for static? No. For local, should I create object? For local variable, should I create object? They are accessed directly with its name. Class name or object is not required for local. Is this clear? Yes. Yes. You have to revise. You have to revise. You have to revise. You have to stay focused. Revision. Stay focused. Revision. Then only your mind will get streamlined. Not an easy journey. Right? Revise. 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 You are slow right now. You will pick up the speed. Okay? Right. Now, let's continue further. Now, what are reference variables? What are reference variables? So, let me ask one question here now. Okay. Whenever I create a variable, there are three parts in that. Data type, variable name, and then equals value. Equals what? Value. Equals value. Then you terminate with a semicolon. Got it? So, when I now write here int x1 equals 10. What is int here? What is x1 here? Variable. What is equals? Assignment operator. What is 10? Value. Do you agree with that? Okay. Now, float x2 equals 10.3f. Correct? Tell me, what is the data type? Float. Abhishek, what is the variable name? Very good. What is the value? 10.3f. Is this clear, everyone? Now, what is semicolon used here for? It's like full stop. Excellent. Now, next you will answer. Now I am writing here a x3 equals new a. What is now for x3? What is the data type? x3 का data type क्या है? अच्छा, x1 का data type क्या है? Int. What is the data type of x2? 1 minute, don't answer. Float. What is the data type of x1? Int. What is the data type of x2? What is the data type of x3? Class name. Correct. These are all data types, yes or no? So data type of a reference variable is a class name. Are you understanding now? What is the data type of x3? A. What is A here? Class name. Okay, what is new here? It will create an object and store value in x3. What value? Address of object. Again I'll ask. Now, okay. Now you answer. Tell me, what is the data type of x4? B. What is B? Class name. What are we doing here? Creating object. That address we are storing it in what? x4. Are you able to understand this now? Yes, online students, are you all clear with it? Whenever you create a reference variable, keep that in mind. Reference variable data type, reference variable data type is always class name. Reference variable data type is always what? Class name. Point number one is clear. Whatever data type of reference variable will be, it has to be a class name. Now, next, we can store object address or null value only inside reference variable. We can store object's address or null value only inside reference variable. What do you mean by that? Now see. Now see here. I'll delete this all. I'll delete this all. Okay, observe now. I'm writing here A1. What is the value I'm storing? Is there any error? No. Meaning there is no object created. Object is not there in my program. There's null value present in E1. Object creation not there. Is this clear? What is the value here? Null. Now I'll store 10. Is it working? I cannot store any other value other than null or object's address. I'm storing null. Is it working? Yes. I'm storing 10.3f. Error. Let me store new A. Working? Yes. I'm storing object's address. Working? Yes. Printing object's address. I will store null value. I will store null value. Working? Yes. Did you understand the meaning of the statement now? Observe your notes. Make sense? What are we holding here? What are we holding here? If I print A1, what will it print? Null. And A2? Did you understand? Everyone clear? Yes. Stay focused. Now, the data type of reference variable is for X. What is the data type now? Class name. X. What is the data type? Class name. Are you all clear with this? Are you able to follow me, students? Yes. Now, in the below example, A1 is created inside main. We will talk about this. Now, let's give a break here. What do you say? Do you want to study this much? Or shall I continue? कुछ तो बता दो, कोई बात नहीं. ब्रेक लोगे तो प्रैक्टिस कर क्या होगे, कंटिन्यू बोलोगे तो कंटिन्यू करेंगे. क्या करना है? What do you want to do? Break? Do you want to revise this much and come? So you will revise till point number 393. Are you understanding? Already we have started our discussion at so already 100 lines plus covered. 100 lines plus discussion already covered. Don't look at the time. There is no point looking at the time. I take 40 minutes, I take 1 hour is not the meaning. Meaning is you have to cover the whole 5,000 lines of notes. Are you understanding? Yes, and you have to be thorough with it. Very important is you have to be thorough with it. So learn this much. Be thorough with it. Practice. Tomorrow I will continue further with reference variable. Okay? Is this clear? Yes. Practice. See you again tomorrow, guys. About placements, see guys, if you don't study, firstly placement will not happen. Second thing is, I've already taken my syllabus classes. You know very well what is required for placement. Third thing is, I take all the approach for placement. I don't believe in campus drive. So I'll be very clear on this. Now, institutes who create confusion about campus drive, okay, what happens is it's only a marketing strategy. See what will happen? Institute will tell one company is hiring. Okay, and that company will have only 2 job openings. How many jobs? 2 jobs. And for that now 500 people will apply. See, this is the funniest part now. How many candidates are applying? Firstly, understand 500 people are applying for 2 job openings. but institute will market that as though there are hundreds of job opening they have got. 500 people will give return test. Correct? Return test when they give, out of this 500 people, some 50 people funneling will pass. 450 people out. Why out? Because job opening is less. So I'm now filtering out. 50 people came for face-to-face interview. Now face-to-face interview, what will happen now? In face-to-face interview, look at that now. Another few people filtered out. Correct? Let's say only 10 people are moving ahead now. Now look at that. Out of this 10 people now, another technical round conducted. Only one selected. But on Instagram, you will see 20 placed. How? One genuine photo, 19 fake photos. This is the strategy of, right, when we are talking about campus drive. And if it is placements happening, give me the mobile numbers. I have simple thing to ask. I'm not asking anything. Show me mobile numbers of placed candidate. You can start from here. You will get to know whose strategy, how it is working. In my case, no competition like this. Every individual guy will get 3 to 5 calls. No aptitude test. Directly telephonic, technical, HR interview done. There is no aptitude test you have to prepare for. No return test only. Everybody eligible here to give placements. I will follow all approaches. Wherever I get interview calls, we will go for it. 3 interview calls in a week is minimum I should attend. Out of 10 interview calls, I should get 1 offer. That should be our strategy. Are you understanding now? Yes. So this strategy might look good, telling I've got 5,000 companies, but the reality is, where are the mobile numbers? If you analyze that, your answer is with you. Is this clear? Everyone? Right. 238. What happened to 238? What was so difficult at line number 238? 238. What are we doing here, Baba? That is what I explained today. Today I explained this now. You went ahead actually. You went ahead. I did not explain this at all in my last class. I have explained it today. What is that? You are calling a test method Mintu. It is printing 100. ये explanation ही नहीं किया तो आप पढ़ कैसे रहते हो? I did not even explain this in my last class. Yes or no? I have explained this in my today's class. Correct? See, I am calling the static method printing 100. I am just teaching you how to call a method. Yeah? कहाँ पे confusion? That topic was not covered by me earlier. That topic is covered today. So why are you referring that line number then? Which I did not even cover. Now observe the notes. Everything clear, tell me tomorrow. Okay? Bye guys. Take care. Classes are going good. Able to understand?